what we have discussed in the last class? We have discussed in the last class about proc format.
Formats.
Proc format. What is the use of control out? CNTL out is equal to anybody? What is the use of CNTL out? Control out is equal to. What is the use of control out is equal to?
Load all informats and formats in dataset.
To put all informats and formats, user-defined informats and formats of a library into a dataset, we write a control out is equal to dataset name. So if user-defined formats are present in a library, if you want to use that informats and formats in the current session, what is the option you should write? What is the option you should use?
FMT search.
FMT search, sir.
Options, FMT search is equal to, within the parentheses, what we should write?
Library folder name.
Library name dot.
Library name dot folder name.
Folder.
Library name dot folder name.
Folder.
If you want to print all the information formats present in a library, what is the option you should write?
FMT lib.
Library equal to FMT lib.
Library is equal to library name FMT lib. If you want to save all the user-defined informats and formats into a library, what you should do? If you want to save into S other than the work library,
create
what we should
lib name.
Proc format library is equal to proc format library is equal to a library name. But if you want to save in a specific folder in that library is equal to library name dot folder name.
Folder name.
How to create a user-defined formats? What are the statements that we have?
Proc format.
Proc format. Value statement and picture statement.
Picture.
But if you want to create informat,
In value.
In value statement.
In value statement. So these are the things we have seen in the last class. Now, in today's class, we are going to discuss about the next important procedure, which is proc datasets. What is this proc datasets? A proc datasets is a multi-utility procedure. And it is one of the very advanced procedure. It is one of the advanced procedure, and it is a multi-utility procedure. Okay, what we can do with this proc datasets? We can, what you mean by multi-utility? You can do multiple things in one procedure. Okay, so we can do around 10 different types of things with the proc datasets. What we can do? We can copy the datasets. Okay, and we can delete the datasets, and we can see the contents information of a dataset, and we can append the datasets. Okay, we can append the datasets. We can, change the datasets. We can change the datasets, and we can exchange the datasets, and we can repair the datasets. Okay, and we can modify the datasets, and we can save the datasets. So these are the things that we can do. What and all we can do? We can copy, we can delete, we can write, we can get the contents of a dataset, we can append the datasets, we can change the datasets, we can exchange the datasets, we can repair the datasets, and we can modify, and we can save the rest. So we can do multiple things. That's why proc datasets procedure is called as a multi-utility procedure. Okay, and we'll see one by one how we can do that one. Okay. The first of all, I want to copy few data sets from SAS help library into my user library. Okay. In the SAS help library, I have a data set called, class. We have a data set called cars, and we have a data set called air, and we have a data set called buy, and we have a data set called baseball, and we have in a snacks, we have in a heart, and rent, retail, and we have, say for example, lake, we have a gas, we have so many data sets. Now I want to copy all these data sets into Srini library. If you want to copy the data sets, what is the procedure we use? Anybody?
Proc copy.
Proc copy.
Proc copy. The proc copy
Proc
procedure.
copy.
First to create
Very
library.
good. But before writing, copying, we should have a Srini library, but do not have a Srini library. So what I want to do, first of all, I want to create a Srini library. I want to create this library to a folder on my desktop. I have a folder called my data. It is an empty folder. To this folder, I want to create a Srini library. Now I'm writing shift right click, copy as path. Now you know that how to create a library, right? Now I am writing libname, library reference name, Srini, and the path of the folder. Now if I select the program and execute the program, now I'm going to have a library called Srini. Now tell me, I want to copy all these data sets. Now, what is the program that you will write? What do you know? Now you know that one. Now we use a procedure called proc copy.
Proc copy.
In is equal to library. From which library you want to copy? Then out is equal to library. To which library? Srini. But if I write like this one, what is going to happen? All the files from help library into Srini library. Not only data sets, all the SAS files, catalogs, MDD files, view files, and everything. But I want to have only data sets. What we should do?
Memtype.
Right, very good. We should write
Memtype equal to data.
What do you mean by memtype? Member type. What type of files you want to copy? Data. But again, in the data sets, I want to copy only few data sets. Tell me what is the statement you should write?
Select statement.
Very good. Select statement. Now in the select statement, I am writing, yes, I want to copy air. I want to copy buy. I want to copy, say, for example, baseball. I want to copy, cars. I want to copy class. And I want to copy heart, say, for example, rent, retail. Say, for example, I want to have in the snacks, gas, lake, fish. I am writing few data sets. Now, if I write like this one, tell me how many data sets I have specified here? 3, 6, and then 9, up to snacks 9. And then we have 12 data sets. Now see, if I select the program and execute it, all these 12 data sets will be get copied from help library into Srini library. Can you see? We have 12 data sets. Now, so you know that from now on, so far, one thing, whenever you want to copy the data sets from one library to another library, we can use a proc copy procedure. Okay. In today's class, I am using some other procedure. Now see, I'm doing the same thing. Now this time I'm writing proc datasets. I do not want to have any listing, so I'm writing the no list option. I will tell you later why I'm writing the no list option. Now, whenever writing a proc datasets, run is not enough. You should also write the quit statement. Now, between these two, proc datasets and quit, now I'm writing a statement called copy. In is equal to, I want to copy from the SAS help library. Then out is equal to, I want to copy this into work library. Now, what I want to do, I want to copy few data sets. Now I'm writing select. Now I'm going to select, I'm writing these 12 data sets. Now, if I execute this program, what is going to happen now? Now select the program and execute it. Whatever the dataset that is specified in the select statement, and all these datasets will be get copied into which library now?
Proc library.
Work library. Now, see, if I go to work library, now can you see I have the 12 data sets? So now from now onwards, if you want to copy data sets from one library to another library, what is the procedure that we can use? We can use two different types of procedures. One is a proc copy procedure, and now we can also use proc datasets. Understand? So proc copy procedure here, what I'm writing a copy statement here. And how to write the syntax? Proc datasets, no list option. I will tell you later why I'm writing the no list option, semicolon, copy, in is equal to from which library that you want to copy, out is equal to which library. So in is equal to from library, out is equal to library. And then if you want to select only few data sets, now write the select statement. In the select statement, what and all the data sets that you want to copy, now you should write all the data sets. Understand this one? So for example, I'm deleting Srini library's data sets. Now tell me, while I'm writing the proc data sets, if I write out is equal to Srini, now into which library all these data sets will be get saved now? All these data sets will be get saved into Srini library.
Srini library.
Understand this one?
Yes,
everybody clear with this one? Now we can use either proc copy or proc datasets. Now, if you want to delete, say for example, tell me if I write out is equal to work, where these data will be get saved now? All these data will be get saved into work library. Now, can you see in the work library, you can also see the same 12 data sets. Now, I want to delete a data set from work library. How to delete a data set?
By using proc delete.
We have a procedure called proc delete. Now I'm writing, proc delete semicolon run. If I write the proc delete semicolon run, what will happen now? It will delete the recently created dataset.
By default.
Most recently created. But if you execute the same program second time, it won't delete any data set. It will say, that recent data set not present. You will get that information. But if you want to delete a specific data set, what we should do? Proc delete data is equal to the data set name. Say, for example, I want to delete air, baseball, buy, and cars. So now what you should write? Data is equal to air space. Now we should write baseball space. Then you should write a buy space, and you should write the cars. Now select this program and execute it. Now can you see those 4 data sets has been deleted? Understand this one? And by the way, I want to do the same thing by using a different method. Now this time I'm writing again proc delete. Sorry, I'm writing proc datasets. I do not want to have any listing, no list option. Then I'm writing delete. What I want to delete? I want to delete, what are the data that we have remaining? Class. I want to delete fish. I want to delete gas. I want to delete heart. And, I want to delete lake. And I want to delete rent semicolon. Now run. And run is not enough. You should also write the quit statement. Now select the program and execute it. Now can you see what and all the datasets that I mentioned, that I specified, these datasets has been deleted. Understand this one? So if you want to delete datasets, you can use a proc delete procedure, or otherwise, what is the procedure that we can use now? You can also use proc datasets. Clear, everybody? Now, in the SAS help library, we have a dataset called class. I want to get the descriptor information or metadata of this dataset. How to get the metadata or descriptor area of this descriptor portion of this dataset? What is the procedure we use normally to get the contents or descriptor information?
Proc
what is the
content.
procedure? Very good. We use a procedure called proc contents.
Contents.
Now, how to write the program? Now we should do proc contents. Okay, data is equal to dataset name, which is SAS help
Dataset
dot
name.
class. Now keep a semicolon, write the run statement. I told you when you execute the proc contents procedure, now we are going to have three tables in the output window. One is a dataset summary, engine or host dependent information, and third one is alphabetical list of variables and attributes. And along with that, this has been sorted. So you'll get a fourth table, not so important. This is how we are going to get it. So if you want to know the contents information, we use proc contents that procedure. Now, I want to do the same thing, but I want to use a different procedure. Now, this time I am writing proc datasets. I'm not writing the no list option. Now I am writing the next statement contains data is equal to for which datasets you want, for which dataset you want to have a contents information. I want to have this information for SAS help.class. Okay, now I'm writing the run statement. I am writing the quit statement also. Now select this program and execute it. Now can you see I'm getting the same contents information again. So dataset summary, engine or host dependent information, alphabetical list of variables and its attributes. And we are getting sorting information also. So from now onwards, if you want to have a contents information, what are the procedures that we can use now? We can use either proc contents procedure or you can also use proc datasets procedure. So far, we have used proc datasets for what purposes? For three important reasons. To copy the dataset from one library to another library, to delete a specific dataset, and to get the contents information. Clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Now, this time, I have two datasets data. Say, for example, class 1 space class 2 set SAS help.class. Tell me, if I execute this program, anybody, what will happen?
Two datasets.
What is going to happen?
Two
Two datasets, class 1 and class 2 will be get created in the work library, right? But I'm creating both the datasets from the same dataset, SAS help.class. That means class 1 and class 2 both are going to have the same information, right?
Yes.
Clear? Now, I want to combine these two datasets. How to combine? Both datasets contain same variables. So how are we going to combine?
Proc append.
Very good. We can do base as data step concatenation or proc append. Now I want to go with the proc append. How to write the program for the proc append? Proc
Append.
base is equal to first dataset and then data is equal to the second dataset. Right? Right, the run. So, but if I execute this program, now which dataset I should open to check whether the appending has been done or not?
Class 1.
Class 1. Class 1.
Because the dataset observation comes and appends under base is equal dataset observation. So if I open the class 1, I am going to have 19 plus 19, 38 observations. The problem with the proc append is if I execute the same program one more time, what will happen?
It will create
one more time. Class 2 datasets observations comes and joins under the class 1. So another 19 observation joins under the class 1 dataset. So it is going to become 57. Understand this one? And this is called proc append. How we can define proc append? Proc append appends data is equal to dataset observations under base is equal to dataset observations. So I'm refreshing. Now, if I execute this program again, what will happen? In the class 1 and the class 2, again, what we are going to have? The same 19 observations and 5 variables, right? Now, I want to do the same appending by using a proc datasets. Now, I'm writing proc datasets, semicolon. I'm writing the no list option. I'm writing the no list, semicolon. Now, append base is equal to class 1. Data is equal to class 2, semicolon, run, and quit statement. Now see, if I select the program and execute it, now tell me which dataset I should open to check whether the appending has been done or not. Which dataset I should open?
class 1.
Class 1. Now see, I am opening the class 1. Now can you see how many observations I have again? 38. That means appending has been done. If I execute the same program again one more time, another 19 observations goes and combines under the class, and now we are going to have this time 57. So if you want to append to data sets, now how we can do that one? We can use a proc append procedure, or we can also use proc datasets procedure. We can do both, isn't it? Okay. Now, say for example, I am writing data class set SAS help.class semicolon run. Now tell me, if I execute this program, what I'm going to have in the work library now? I will have a
Class
dataset.
dataset.
Class dataset.
My requirement is I want to change the name of the class into school. I want to change the name of the dataset from class into school. How we can change the dataset name? Have we come across changing a dataset name?
Proc transpose.
Proc transpose is going to convert variables into observations, observations into
Variable to observation.
But my requirement is I want to rename class as school.
Replace, sir.
How to write replace?
Open parenthesis and replace is equal to S.
Which means data. Anybody?
Rename, sir. Rename.
How
Sir,
do you
again,
want to
class.
do the rename?
It's very.
Class, again class.
Okay, here we have a data class.
Replace is equal to S.
Replace is equal to yes. If I say replace is equal to yes, what it will do? It will replace that. By default, anyway, we are going to have replace is equal to yes only, in the data step. If it do not want to replace, you should write the replace is equal to no. But that will replace the data, not the data set name. Somebody said rename. We can rename only variable names. We cannot rename the data set name. Understand? Now, how to change the name of the dataset from class into school? So now, if you want to do that one, we have only one method, which is by proc datasets. Now, see, I'm writing proc datasets. I do not want to have any listing, no list option. Now we use a statement called change. What I want to change? Class. Is equal to how I want to change?
School.
Class to school.
Now keep a semicolon. Now write the run statement and write the quit statement. Now select this program and execute it. Now see, if I execute this program, can you see how the class has been changed as a name? School. See, if I open, now we have the same data, but the name of the dataset has been changed from class into school. Again, I want to change from the school into class. What should I do? Proc datasets, no list. Again, ఏం చేయండి ఇప్పుడు? Change.
School is equals to class.
School is equal to class. Semicolon. Now I'm writing the run statement. I'm writing the quit statement. Now select this program and execute the program. Now this is how we have. Can you see what we have now? Now we have a class. Clear, everybody? This is how we can change a name of a data set. Clear? Now, tell me, I want to have class and a cars data set in the work library. Tell me how we can do that one by using proc datasets procedure. Tell me how we can do that one. Proc datasets. I do not want to have any listing, no list. Copy. In is equal to from which library you have to copy it from? SAS help. Out is equal to which library you want to copy? Work library. Select. What are the dataset that I want to copy? Class. Cars. Semicolon run and quit. Now select this program and execute it. Now we are going to have two data sets, class and cars. Do you know how many observations we have in the class?
19.
19.
9 observations and 5 variables. And how many variables and how many observations we have in the cars? We have 15 variables. We have 428 observations. 15 variables, 428 observations. Now, what I want to do is, whatever the data that we have in the cars, I want to put the data in the class. Whatever the 5 variables and 19 observations that we have in the class, I want to keep that in the cars. That means I want to exchange data between these two data sets. Understand my point? I want to exchange the data between two data sets. And how we can exchange the data between two data sets? Okay, now I'll do that one. Now I'm writing proc data sets. I do not want to have any listing. I'm writing no list option. Now we are going to write a statement called exchange. What are the two data sets that I want to exchange? Cars is equal to class. Now write the run statement and write the quit statement. What exchange statement will do? Exchange statement will exchange data between two data sets. Okay. Now see, I'm selecting this program. I'm executing the program. Now, if I open the class data set, now can you see what data that we have in the class? We have cars data. And in the cars, can you see what we have?
Class.
We have class data. So to exchange data between two data sets, now we use exchange statement of proc data sets. If I execute the same program one more time, what will happen now?
It will exchange
Again, we're going to get exchanged again. So that means again cars is going to have again cars data and class is going to have again class data. Now see, if I open the class now, can you see again what I have now? In the class data set, we have only class data. Understand? So if you want to exchange data between two data sets, now we use a procedure called, by using a procedure proc data sets of exchange statement, we can exchange the data. Clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Now, again, I'm going back to this program. Now, tell me if I execute this program, how many data sets I'm going to have in the work library? In the work library, I have total 12 data sets. I want to delete all the data sets except heart. What should I do? I want to delete the remaining 11 data sets.
Proc delete.
Proc delete.
Data is
Data
equal.
is equal to.
Data is equals to
Work dot. And
you have to mention everything, right? You have to mention all the 11. Isn't it?
So work dot underscore all underscore.
If you write underscore, it is going to get delete everything.
Sir,
Keep only for variables, no? Why we write a keep option? Keep option or keep statement write only for variables.
Variables.
Proc data sets. I do not want to have any listing, no list option. If I write a delete, you have to mention all the 11 data sets. But now I am writing a new statement called save. What I want to save? I want to save hard data set and I want to save only hard. See, if I select the program, execute the program, it is going to save only hard and it is going to delete all the other data sets. Understand this one? Everybody? So save statement is going to save the data sets and the remaining data sets are going to be get deleted.
Sir, దీనికి library specify చేయలేమా sir?
So by default, library is equal to work library. I'll tell you later. But if you want to do it from the Srini library, now can you see I have a Srini library here? How many data sets we have here? 12, right? But if you want to, I want to save only baseball from Srini library. Then what I should do? Proc data sets. Now you should write library is equal to which library? Now Srini library, and then what I want to save? I want to save maybe two data sets. So one is baseball, and another one is say for example snacks. Now see, it is going to delete all the data sets except baseball and snacks. So if I didn't write the library is equal to by default, what will be the library?
Work.
The default is going to be the work library. The library mention cheyaలనుకోండి default గా work library తీసుకుంటుంది. Otherwise, if you want to specify any other library apart from that work, you should write a library is equal to library name.
Baseball రాయొచ్చు సార్.
Pardon? No, you cannot write. So because I want multiple data sets, right? So you should mention the library here itself.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Temporary gets saved or else it's permanently they will save, sir.
It will be deleted permanently. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now, remember in the starting classes, we discussed one concept called, password, dataset name, set, class. While I'm creating class dataset in the work library, I want to apply a password called Srini. Do you know how to apply the password? Starting classes we discussed చేసుకున్నాం. Dataset name, open PW is equal to
PW
is equals to.
Very good. Now select the program and execute it. Now in the work library, now we are going to have, what we are going to have? We are going to have a class data set. If I try to open that, now it will ask the password SRINI. And did I get the Srinivas?
Srinivas.
Sorry. And if I had given the Srinivas, then you should give the password Srinivas. Now see, I'm trying to open it. It is going to ask for the password. Now if I give that one, now it is going to get open. Understand this one?
Sir, whole library ki password hai.
No, you can give only password for one data set. And that too, we have so many restrictions. Password should be less than or equal to 8 characters. We should have only alphabets. Now I want to change the password. How we can change the password?
Modify
statement.
Modify it. How to modify it?
Proc dataset modify.
Very good. Remember, proc datasets. And I do not want to have any listing, no list option. Now we should write a modify statement. Modify. Which dataset that I want to modify? I want to modify class dataset. Now within the parenthesis, password is equal to what is the current password? Srinivas. Forward slash. What is the new password I want to have? I want to have a new password SAS. Now write the run statement. Now write the quit statement. Now select this program and execute this program. Now class open the try to open. Now I'm going to give the new password. SAS, enter. Now can you see? That means the password has been changed. Now I want to remove the password. Do you remember how we can remove the password? Modify dataset name. Password is equal to specify the existing password. Just a forward slash. Now, if I select the program and execute the program, now we are going to have a class dataset. If you try to open the class dataset, now without giving any password, now can you see it has been opened? Clear this one? This is how we can cancel it. But so if you want to change the password, if you want to cancel the password, what is the statement that we write? We use a modify statement in proc datasets procedure. Clear, everybody? Now, see what I'm doing? I am writing proc datasets, no list option, and I'm writing copy. In that, I'm writing in is equal to SAS help library, out is equal to I'm writing work library, and the select statement I'm writing by. Now run and quit. Okay. So what is the dataset I'm copying here, by the way?
By
dataset. Now see, I will open the by dataset. Now can you see what are the variables that we have in the by dataset? Date and amount. And what is the format for the date variable?
Date 9.
We have a date 9 dot. If you want to have a DDMMYY, what we should do? You can write a format statement, whatever the format you want, you can write it, right?
Yes.
But that is not my requirement. I want to cancel the format. If you cancel the format, then how the date will appear?
Elapsed
number of
Yes.
days.
Elapsed number of days. So I want to cancel the existing format. We haven't seen so far how to cancel a format. Now, if you want to cancel the format now, very important entry question. Now, proc datasets, no list option, and then I'm writing, modify. What is the dataset I want to modify? By dataset. Now, you should write a format for which variable you want to modify. Date, simply semicolon. Now, write the run statement and write the quit statement. So, modify dataset name, format, variable name, in a semicolon. Now see, if I select it and execute the program, now we are going to have by data set. Now, can you see how we have the date value now?
Elapsed number.
We have it as an elapsed number. That means whatever the existing format that we have, it has been cancelled. Understand this one?
Yes, sir.
Now, and one more thing, sometimes when you're performing merging or when you're working on a specific data set, suddenly your system has been crashed. Okay, or maybe you lost the power supply and you do not have a power backup. So suddenly in between the merging or when you're doing the concatenation or when you're working with the data set, so what will happen? Now the data set will get damaged. If the data set has been damaged, then what we should do? We have to repair the data set. Now, if you want to repair the data set, now we use a statement called repair, and we use that statement in the proc data sets. Now, see, in the work library, I have a data set called heart. I want to repair that one. I don't know whether this has been damaged or not, but I want to repair it. Now, I'm writing proc data sets, no list option. I'm writing the no list. Now, you should write a statement called repair. Which data set that I want to repair? I want to repair heart data set. I'm writing heart and then run and then quit statement. Now select the program and execute the program. Now if I go to hard data set, I don't know whether it's been repaired or not. First of all, I will go to log window. In the log window, I have an error. Can you see what the error that we have? Unable to repair work.hard because of the data, work.hard data because it is in a scratch library. Sorry. If you want to repair any data set, that data set must be present in a permanent library. It should not be in a temporary library. So I want to repair a data set which is present in the screen library. In the screen library, I have a baseball. I want to repair this one. Tell me, what should I do now? Proc datasets. Library is equal to Srini. And in the screen library, which data set I want to repair? I want to repair baseball. Now see, I'm writing baseball, selecting this program, executing it. Now I'll go to log window. Now can you see what is the note I'm having? Repairing Srini.baseball mem type is equal to data. So that means the repairing has been done. So if your data set has been got damaged, if you want to repair it somehow, that data set must be present in a permanent library. Now by using a repair statement, yes, we can repair those data sets. Clear, everybody? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, I want to do it together, everything. So far, we discussed about 8 statements. I want to use all the 8 statements together. Now, see, I'm writing proc datasets. Okay. Now, at the end, I'm writing the run statement and quit statement. First of all, I want to copy few datasets. Now, I'm writing copy. In is equal to, I want to copy from the SAS help. Out is equal to, I want to do it into screen library. Okay. Now, I'm writing a select statement. I want to copy 12 data sets. I had given all the 12 names here. So I want to do it the same thing. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. So I want to copy all these 12 data sets. Select. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. 10. The next thing I want to do, I want to change, okay, maybe class into school. What should I do?
Change.
Change it.
Class.
Class is
Class is equal
Equal to
Change class is equal to
is equal school.
school. Now I want to exchange data between cars and heart. What should I do?
exchange. Exchange.
Is equal to
Exchange cars is equal to
Heart.
I want to cancel format of date variable of by dataset. What should I do?
Format.
Format variable name.
Modify dataset
Password.
name.
Sorry.
Format variable
Format.
name semicolon. Okay. Now, and then what others? I want to have a contents information of snacks. Contents data is equal to
Contents. Data is equal to
Equal to
snacks present in which library?
Srini.
So here we should write library is equal to which library? Srini library.
Srini.
So far we have discussed two statements, exchange 3 statements, modify 4 statements, contents 5 statements. Then I want to repair fish dataset. I want to repair, say for example, rent dataset. What should I do? Repair.
rent.
What other things I want to append? I will do one thing. I will go over here. First of all, I'm writing, data ds1, ds2, set SAS help.class semicolon run. Now, what are the? I want to create this in the Srini library, Srini.ds1, and I'm writing Srini.ds2. Now, I want to append these two datasets. What should I do now?
Append.
Append base is equals to
Base is equal to ds1, data is equal to
Data is equal to
DS2.
DS2.
okay. And after that, I want to delete few data sets. What I want to delete? I want to delete gas, lake, and fish. Delete
Gas,
Gas. lake,
lake,
and fish. Okay. So copy 1, change 2, exchange 3, modify 4, contents 5, repair 6, append 7, delete 8. Only one thing I didn't do here is save. Okay. And before doing this one, I'm cleaning my log window. Okay. And I will clean these two. Now, see, if I select this program, if I execute the program, so many things happened. Now I'll go to the log window. Now see, first of all, what happened? It has been copied the 12 datasets. Then it changed class from class to school. You might have a school somewhere here. Yes, we have school. And we exchange the data between cars and heart. If I open the heart now, in the heart, we are going to have a class dataset, the cars information. In the cars, we have a heart information. That means exchange has been done. And then what we did after that one, we modified the by dataset. If I open the by dataset, you will not find format for the date. Okay. And then what we have done after that one, yes, we got the contents information for the snacks. Now, can you see we have, snacks information? See, Srini.snacks. And then after that, what we have done, we have repaired rent dataset. If you go to the log window, now we can find that one, repairing like Srini.rent. And then we appended DS1 and DS2. If I open the DS1, we are going to have 19 plus 19, 38 observations. And after that one, we have deleted gas, lake, and fish. Now, can you see there is no gas, lake, and fish? We can write all these procedures in one program. That's why proc dataset is called as a group procedure. Since it's a group procedure, we can write a multiple. Only run is not enough. What we need to have along with the run, we should also have quit statement. If I write only run, now see, I'm executing the program again. If I execute the program again, now can you see the whole time, still it is going to be in running mode. Can you see here? Proc dash is running. It is not going to be get closed. It is going to be still in the running mode because we didn't complete this. We didn't close this one properly because I have given only run. So since we have a multiple procedures, only run is not enough. You should also write quit. Now I'm writing the quit. I'm executing the program again. Now this time, since we have a quit, it is going to end properly. Now can you see? There is no SAS running here. Understand this one? So these are the things that we can see, we can do with the proc datasets. We discussed about all the 9 statements, but we haven't discussed about what are the options that we have. We'll discuss about those options in tomorrow's class. Why I'm writing the no list option? What are the other options that we can write? And we can see everything in tomorrow's class. And we'll see one more procedure called proc rank tomorrow. And we'll finish it off all the utility procedures in tomorrow's class. Okay? Clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then. See you tomorrow.
So, page the notes.